1 player, 2 player, put controller in, and they turn the power button on and say, power on! Power on, everybody. Welcome back to Halo 3.
Oh my god, my mom and dad sent the exact same message. That's so funny. They both said okay.
Wait, are they both in town right now?
No. That's what's funny. That's too good.
Alright, so I want to point something out really quick.
Let's hear it.
I have a feeling that if Ninja, you know who I'm talking about, right? Ninja? Yeah, if he ever interacts with us,
Like
it
the
won't be...
Fortnite gamer?
I don't want to collaborate with him. I want that
Fortnite
perfectly clear.
gamer?
Yeah.
The Ninja, the one I was in YouTube Rewind.
Yes,
For,
for...
like quick horsing
but he, like,
around,
he wasn't famous because of YouTube. He was famous because of Twitch.
which cancels out the idea of what YouTube Rewind really is.
So, like, it was, like, super... whatever.
It was dumb and a
Yeah.
waste of time
It was dumb.
and not inspiring at all.
Whatever. Point is, I don't ever want to collaborate with him, by the way. I feel like he's a huge abuser of the power that he has right now. And he's not a good influencer. He's not a dick to women, I don't think. Not from what I've seen.
Why? Because not a dick to women, but like
it's very weird that his reasoning of not wanting
he's a businessman.
Yeah,
like
and
an actual strict businessman. That's why he doesn't want to be with women, because they're not.
I understand why he does it. That's why I don't have a problem with it. But like the thing I have a problem with is he got drunk on one of his streams. Like he was drinking.
He
alcohol.
did?
Yeah, but not like
Let's hear it.
ridiculously drunk. But like he got drunk on one of his streams and he said just ban him. And well, not ban. Like he reported somebody to Epic Games, and then all he had to say was, I think the guy was cheating, so I reported him. Now Epic will look into it and then tell me whether or not he was, and if he was, they'll ban him. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say, and he could have just left it at that and everything would have been fine. But instead, he threw a fucking temper tantrum. I will show... You know what? I will show it to you right fucking now.
Oh my god! Play a clip. Let's see
I
it.
have a point to prove real
That
quick.
reminds me of there's one you.
I can't find it. I'll find it later. Kyle, cut forward. Basically, he was drinking something or other, and he goes, has a couple of Ninja has a couple of drinks, so he's freaking out. And apparently, he's an asshole. And he freaks out and yells, and I'm like, that's where we draw the line. Don't ever lose your cool on stream. You have a bunch of kids watching you. Keep your shit together.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that.
Reminds me of that one time.
And
you
don't
took out-
go. It was an overage. It was a explicit stream. I had it locked so kids couldn't. Kids lie all the fucking time. There were kids watching you, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Besides just drinking on.
If you're gonna white knight yourself and you're gonna say that you're gonna be like appropriate for children, do it all the time. Don't just do it behind a closed door. Does that make sense? Don't like act like you're appropriate for children when you know the children are watching. Supposedly quotations on that, by the way, because you know children are gonna lie about their age on a website to get in to watch you all the time. There's not gonna be just all the kids aren't
inevitable.
just
It's
fucking
very inevitable.
yeah. They aren't just angels. They're kids lie. I lied to get a fucking Facebook, even though I didn't have to.
Yeah, same.
Like, I didn't have to lie, but my mother had implanted this thought in my mind that I had to be a certain age to get a Facebook, and I thought that wasn't because my mom wanted me to be that age. I thought it was because that's the rule. So I lied about it,
Yeah.
because I wanted a Facebook.
Just it's the same thing goes with like kids playing amateur games, like you know.
Like, yeah. So, I mean, I don't hate Ninja, but I disapprove of how he reacted to that, and I think he could have handled it better. I think he should have. I think he should understand that no matter what he's doing, children are watching. And the thing is, the internet is such a volatile place that no matter what you do, whether you like it or not, even if you have that behind a paywall or anything, people film it. And they're gonna like, those kids are gonna see it because it's the internet. You know, like, I'm not telling you you're an idiot. I'm not being rude or anything. I'm just saying open your eyes a little bit further and wider, because there's no way that it's going to be perfect. Those kids are going to find it. They're going to see it. And then they're going to look at their influence, their idol, and they're going to see that, and they're going to start following that. I am just as responsible for the same actions any other kid would do. I have, on several occasions, been a dick merely because of something I saw on TV. And I'm not saying that I didn't learn from those experiences, because I did. My mother stepped in, you know? She never went, oh, it's TV's fault. She went, oh, I didn't catch this enough. It's my fault that I let him watch this. I need to catch this and fix it really quick. And then she would go and explain to me why it was bad to do that. And then, oh, I thought he was alive. And then, you know, I learned from that. I listened to my mother. My mother was strict with me. My mother was clear with me. My mother always explained to me why I needed to do certain things. There was never a point at which my mother wasn't teaching me. My mother never took a break, basically, is what it came to. Even when she was taking a break, wasn't taking a break. There was always a clear point that if my mother needed to, she would step in. Basically, all I'm saying is, instead of parents these days fucking acting like... I'm getting really political. I apologize. Instead of acting like assholes and blaming everything your child does on somebody else, it's your child. It's your responsibility. Fucking be there. I'm not saying try to shield your child from literally everything on the planet, because it's impossible to do. There's no way you're going to be able to achieve that without literally robbing them of life. And don't do that. Life is beautiful. Let everybody live it. Don't fucking try to hide people from it or anything to that extent. That'd be really fucked. But, I mean, you know, when your kid does something bad, you know, slap him on the wrist or, you know, an appropriate punishment. I did something really shitty when I was a kid. I'm not going to tell you what it was. Because I did something really bad. And my mother, in retaliation, grounded me for an entire year for my N64. She took it out of my room, put it in her room, and hid it and said, in a year, you get this back. And she held true to it. And in a year, I got my N64 back. And when I got it back, I realized, okay, never do that again because I like playing video games. So I was never bad again. I never did that same thing ever again. I mean, that's not entirely true, but I did it when I was allowed to. My mother knew how to discipline, and discipline is an extremely crucial thing. People need to learn how to do correctly. You need to be willing to put your foot down, and you have to keep it down. I'm trying to figure out where we need to go. Oh, fuck. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it this way? Is it? Is it this way? We're probably going backwards. I'm not gonna lie.
This vibrator's really...
I'm pretty sure we're going backwards. We're going backwards. We went backwards. Alright, cool. Might be. Anyway, this got really political. I apologize. I don't know.
Okay.
I kind of apologize. I kind of don't.
Hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
What?
I said, hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
It's been very weird. You know? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why the bus schedule is so fucked.
What? Oh, because it's Christmas Eve tomorrow.
Yeah, but shouldn't the bus schedule be weird on Christmas? Oh, wait. You know? I don't know. It's upsetting. He's been president. Everybody makes a big deal, and they're all behind him and everything. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what side he's on. He's doing nothing. He's just sitting in the office.
Obama did not.
He's not doing anything good. Whereas Obama tried to make healthcare affordable and everybody could get it.
And he stopped the war. He stopped the war.
Yeah, he pulled everybody out of the war and was like, there's no point in being there.
Which is great. He stopped the war, which is great. I forget what else.
He did a lot of good
He did
things.
a lot of great things.
I mean, he even helped our economy and also helped our employment rate.
Yeah.
He did pretty good. I figured Trump, you know, because he's a businessman, he knows how to get money for himself. I figured he would at least make some kind of way with the economy, but I don't think he's done anything negative nor positive. I know he's put out a lot of, like, trade embargoes and shit, but, like, other than that, I don't think he's done anything.
Yeah.
You okay?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I see. Hey, full contract Safari.
Feel free to go ahead and correct me on that, by the way. I don't know if he's done anything economic or anything, but, yeah. Power off. Is that an actual thing?
I think it's an actual thing.
I don't know. I mean, I would have voted for him. I would have let him touch my pee-pee.
I mean, I'm not
This is getting weird.
I'm not gonna lie. I would vote for him.
JFK was
He looked good.
he was a handsome devil.
He was a handsome.
There's a reason why Marilyn Monroe got inside of that, you know?